Hey everybody, welcome to West Saints of Discord, your one and only pre-show to Laughing Scout podcast every Friday at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. A little more energetic. Not really. I'm sleepy. I had way too much caffeine this morning. Rimshee and Sir's watching are also here, and today we are going to talk about the election.
No, we're not. Fuck you.
Just kidding. No politics, like usual. Hoping everybody has a good Friday.
So we're not going to do an election night coverage?
Fuck that.
If we do that, it will just be streaming someone's rump.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you-
kind of like that. Kind of like
If
that
you-
Google Hangout that I had for Jables once that got fucking hacked and they put porn on.
You know, Jeff is streaming, so I'd be surprised if we had. Oh no, he stopped streaming. Cool. We may actually have people. Stop. What's
He
up,
stopped streaming
Mickey?
already?
That's weird because he just started at 4. Hi, Mickey.
Yeah, we have Mickey at least.
Yeah, I'm not seeing him streaming, so either he just went offline.
I saw him tweet that he was feeling sick today, so he might have started it and then was like, nah, guys, sorry, I'll post.
I'm not even aware if Jeff's stream is still going, Mickey. But we're happy to see you.
Yeah, we're happy to see anybody that shows.
Don't
He's
worry,
still
we'll
streaming.
let you into the back room with the blow.
Oh, I'm supposed to just announce that. I'm supposed to be doing
I'm gonna announce whatever the fuck I want. Sup, Hexdog?
Well, here's the problem. You just can't keep telling people like that.
So we all know who the snitch is.
Hey, if the cops find the blow, that's all. That's better than finding the other stuff we got.
That is true.
No idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up, narc. I'm really torn on whose side to take on this one. Must be the cocaine.
Well, it's everyone's side.
Yeah. So, how was your guys' week?
It was to be expected.
Yeah.
Mine was interesting.
How so?
So Monday morning, I'm at work, and all of a sudden, this pain like flares up in my lower right side out of nowhere. I'm just like, oh, that doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
And I happened to get a call from my doctor's office that same day where they're like giving me like results from the last blood test I took. I start describing my symptoms. They're like, okay, like we're gonna relay to that to doctor and call you back. I'm like, all right. So they get back to me. It's like, okay, they're like, based on what you're describing, our concerns is that it might be your gallbladder or potentially your appendix. And I'm like, fuck. So it's like, just keep an eye on it. If it gets worse, go immediately to the emergency room. But if it's still persisting by tomorrow, you might come in to the office. Like, okay, fine. So next morning comes around and I ain't feeling too good. Not as bad as the first day. Still, like, no, fuck, hurts. So I drive myself to the doctor's office after work, and I get on the phone with them, and they're like, are you scheduled? And it's like, no, they just told me to come into the office. Well, you need to be scheduled. I'm like, all right.
Love it.
Just like, did 9:30 work for you? It's 8 o'clock at this point. And I'm like, fuck fine, I guess. Drove away from the doctor's office, wandered around Walmart for a little bit. I'm clutching my side the entire time. Go back to the doctor's office, get in there. It takes an hour for me to be seen. And they have me, like,
Hey,
take a
Dick.
fucking piss. Oh, hey. Anyway, like, they had me take a fucking piss test, and that came back clean, so it wasn't a good news. So, like, my doc starts feeling around. He's like, well, it's not your appendix, but you could have some liver inflammation. We're going to run some tests. So he orders more blood. So I decide I'll just go and get it done at the office because they have a lab. Figuring, like, just get it done while I'm here. So I go back there, and the lady, sits me down. She jabs me in the arm twice, fails to get anything both times. And she's like, well, I could try again, or you could go to the hospital. It's like, fuck it, I'll go to the hospital. So I leave the doctor's office, drive down the street to the hospital, have to sit in the fucking waiting room for a while. And then I get taken back into the room to get the blood drawn. And I notice that the chick that's getting ready to take my blood has a badge that says student on it. And she got it first fucking time. Barely fucking felt it.
She probably used to do heroin.
Well, they make the best needle workers.
Yeah, I know. I think that should be part of. I think that should be part of rehab for heroin. Is like going to school to be a phlebotomist. I think is what
Yeah,
it's called.
phlebotomist. I have a couple of
Yeah.
friends who not heroin addicts, but they went to school to be phlebotomists. One's my
Yeah.
ex, the other one is a friend from when I was active duty.
Yeah. So that they should encourage that in rehab or in treatment when you're trying not to do heroin.
All right. So I leave the hospital. My next destination is Kroger. The doc wrote me a prescription for ibuprofen flexor, which is a muscle relaxer.
Mhm.
So I'm on my way there, and I get to this light, and I'm, like, we're stopped at the light, and I need to get over into the right lane because in order to get to Kroger, I have to turn right at a further point down the road. So I figure I'll just get into the lane here. So I have my turn signal on. I'm moving into the lane, and this bitch in a white minivan gets on the shoulder to shoot around me, damn near hitting me in the process. And that immediately flipped the murder switch.
Yeah, I'm good.
And if I had been less sound of mind, I probably would have followed her home.
Like it. Like it.
So I finally get to Kroger after that. And I get there. I'm like, yeah, I'm here to pick up these prescriptions. Like, oh, they haven't been filled yet. It'll be another half an hour. I'm like, all right. So I wander around Kroger for a bit. I come back. I get the prescriptions. And as I'm walking out to my car, I get a text message. I'm like, what the fuck? I look at my phone and it's like, you have 2 prescriptions waiting at the pharmacy. It's like, estimated pickup is like, but I just, never mind. Delete the text message. So, like, I'm in a really bad mood at this point. I left the house like 5 hours ago and I haven't slept because, like, I got up to go to work at 2:20 in the morning, and then I left the house at about 7:30, and it's getting to be 12:30 now. So, yeah. And add on top of that everything that I've been doing, all the hassle with the fucking doctor's office, hospital, and killed. Like, fuck this. I'm just going to go across the street to the Taco Bell and get something hot and terrible for me to help with this foul mood. So I get into the drive-through line, and I'm getting ready to order like the shredded chicken quesadilla melts, and then I see a little thing like taped onto the sign that says "sold out," and I'm like,
No.
like, hey, so it says that the chicken quesadilla melts are sold out. He's like, yeah, we are completely out of shredded chicken. Just like, oh, I like just give me 4 cheesy bean and rice burritos.
You know, it's been way too long
Oh,
since I've been to Taco Bell.
So I finally get home at 12:30, drag myself inside, eat my food, pop a muscle relaxer, and proceed to sleep the rest of the day.
Yeah, that'll do it. You're going to get that sleep. What a shit day. I'm sorry, man.
So I don't know what happened, but I haven't had a single incident where the stream has been buffering so far today.
Nice.
Well, why the fuck did you have to say something about it?
I want to ruin things. Our whole show is about being ruined.
I want to. I just want to test out the delay. Once you guys hear this, put in a fire extinguisher.
Yeah. I also got the results back for the second blood test, and it's not my liver either, fortunately. So the only other explanation is that like I fucked up my muscles in that area somehow, and I just gotta try and be easy with them until they heal.
All right.
That was the first story. I have another one.
Yeah, where are we on Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Yeah, you went to work Monday. You were feeling pain. Next day, you went to the doctor.
Yeah, yeah, that was Tuesday.
Going through your week.
This next story comes from this morning, actually.
Oh, nice.
And it involves me having an experience that I never thought I would have.
An erection for a woman?
I met a fan.
What?
Oh, wait, what?
Wait, what?
Shit.
So there's a new guy that started at my job not too long ago. And after I clocked out.
Before you get into this, I do have to answer this question. Nah, Rimshee got it. Yeah, Rimshee got it.
So, as I said, there's a new guy that hired on at the job. He's a third shifter primarily. And me and him were talking a bit this morning after I clocked out. He's like asking me like some things because like I mentioned that I play some video games, and he was asking me what kind of games I play. And as we're having this conversation, I kind of mused to myself out loud about what we were going to be covering on the show tonight, as I missed, last night. And the dude's like, a show? And I'm like, yeah, I'm a host on a podcast. He's like, oh, on Twitch? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, what's the podcast? And I'm like, Lesser Saints of Discord. And his eyes get real wide. And I'm like,
wait, what?
Seriously? Like, oh, it's like you've heard of it? And he's like, yeah, I started following you guys a few weeks ago. He's like, are you one of them? Like, yeah, I'm Sir is watching. And he's just like, oh man, I know a Twitch person.
Oh man, who is it?
He said his Twitch channel is like War Torn Jedi.
Okay,
I think that's what he said.
well, shout out, cool.
Sweet, man.
Yeah, it was fucking weird, man. As I'm driving home, just in my head playing constantly, it's like it's a small world after all.
Especially with our tiny fucking audience.
Yeah, like we've got 8 people watching right now.
And the thing is, like, I figured if any one of us was going to run into a watcher of the show, it would be fucking Javens, not
Yeah,
me.
that's where my money
Yeah.
would have been too.
That's where mine in too, because I end up going in on a lot of shows and fucking with a lot of people.
Yeah,
So,
if anyone, it would have been Jables, but no, it had to be you.
yeah.
What?
And not only that, but the guy that the fucking watcher in question fucking is working at the same place I am.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah. Congratulations, I guess.
I didn't think when you first started telling this story, I'm like, okay, this probably has nothing to do with the show. This probably has to do with a fan of his work or something like that. I was not expecting it to be related to the show.
Yeah.
I wasn't even aware people we didn't know actually watched the show.
God damn.
Yeah, you know, I like confirmed it. I'm like, yeah, you know, it's like, Lesnar saying to Discord, you know, like all lowercase. He's like, yeah, I know. He's like, so like, what's the format for you guys' show? It's like, we don't really have one. He's like, yeah, I kind of know.
Yeah. Speaking of which, join the Discord, everybody.
I told him about the Discord too, before we parted ways. Like, yeah, man, we've got a Discord. Like, if you ever want to talk with us, you know, like just join the Discord and hop in the waiting room.
Yeah. Sometimes
Yeah.
we let people in.
We usually let people in.
Yeah, more often than not. We're small fries, so it's pretty easy.
Yeah. So, what else has been going on? Cyberpunk 2077 got delayed again.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm starting to get annoyed with their delays. Not because their delays are taking too long, but because I'd have much rather them delayed it in one big group or a couple of smaller groups as opposed to like these 16 that they've done so far.
Oh yeah, well they opened up pre-sales and everything. I feel bad for Focus Break Habib because he pre-ordered it the day before they announced it was going to be delayed.
I've had it pre-ordered for feels like a year now.
Yeah.
It's not the only one that's been pushed back. Fucking Halo Infinite got pushed back to sometime next year.
Well, to be fair, I'd much rather a game get pushed back and delayed instead of being put out subpar. Battlefront.
Oh yeah. Fucking from what I saw, the gameplay trailer they released, it's like, yeah, this game's not ready.
Mm-hmm.
They needed to push that shit back. I was not impressed.
But honestly, I'm cool with them doing the delays. I got no issue with the delays. Hey, Kimmy, I got no issue with the delays
Hey!
on their face. It's the we're gonna push it back a month or two. Oh, we're gonna push it back another month or two. Oh, we're gonna push it back like 3 months. Oh, we're gonna push it back a month or two.
You want to know what's even worse about it? The dev team that was working on it didn't even know. They found out from Twitter.
That sounds like some internal miscommunications. Honestly, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I doubt that was intentional.
They'd been working super long hours, and they were like, "We're finally done," and then they just announced, it's going to be delayed.
It's like,
That's so fun.
Compared to Electronic Arts' fucking habit of just releasing broken games and fixing it later. I've got no problem with things getting pushed back. I mean,
Well,
it
it
is
used to be.
software.
It used to be that they would release. They would delay the games, and people started bitching about how you're delaying the game, and so they started just releasing the games as on time, even if it meant not right, and everyone started to realize, oh fuck, this is worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's better.
I say, Doom Eternal was supposed to last, but they pushed it back. And it's a good thing they did because Doom Eternal was great.
Yeah, if you have to push it back, go ahead and push it back. I'd much rather you get it, give yourself enough time in the first place. But shit happens. And like I said, the only issue I have with Cyberpunk 2077 is the fact that they've done a bunch of small delays as opposed to being like, okay, this isn't ready yet. We're gonna give ourselves some time, and we're gonna make sure it's good before we actually release it.
Yeah, well, this time it was because it wasn't working properly on the next gen of consoles.
Delay that shit. Those aren't even out yet.
Huh?
The next gen consoles aren't even out yet.
I know.
They're supposed to be launching next month.
Yeah, that's why. They wanted to make sure it was all good to go and they didn't have to change too much from the current gen consoles.
Mm.
I don't know.
Still,
I'm okay with the delays. Like I said, delay the game if it makes it a better release. I'd rather have a delayed game than a shit release. Again, Battlefront.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I bet part of that delay is also based upon the proprietary hardware for the PS5.
Yeah,
Microsoft
the Wi-Fi router.
Approach.
The Wi-Fi router's proprietary.
Wait, what?
Hey, the PS5 looks like a fucking Wi-Fi router.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, people make jokes about the Series X looking like a fridge. Okay, whatever. You can at least tell that the Series X has a massive fucking cooling top.
Also, it's called Xbox. All they have to do for aesthetics is make it a box.
Yeah, and then slap an X on it.
Yeah, they don't have to do anything special for it to match its branding.
By the way, after all the jokes of it looking like a fridge, Microsoft actually made a fridge.
That's even better. Like that's better.
They embrace the joke.
That's even better than just being like, yeah, what do we care? That's straight up going, oh, you want to make jokes, huh? Here's ours.
Yeah, and they're doing a giveaway for it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been an Xbox guy for. Don't think I'm going to be getting a Series X at launch, but mainly because I don't play enough games to just purchase. But
so they only made one of these fridges. Is that accurate?
Yeah, they're doing well, no, I think they made a couple because Snoop Dogg has one now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Vicky, what are you talking about?
There is a giveaway, and the winner's going to be picked on November 4th.
Mickey, if you can hear me, describe them.
No, there's some audio artifacting.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Like, honestly, this has
Yeah,
been going really well.
Yeah.
Stop
Jinx it.
saying that.
Fun. Yeah, you're gonna jinx it. Fuck you.
Would it be the Lesser
Yeah.
Saints of Discord if shit didn't fuck up periodically?
Well, I'm the only one that's supposed to fuck up, but I guess I haven't been doing that lately.
That was the thing, though.
Yeah, Twitch has been having to step up for you, Jable.
That was
Yeah.
the thing, though, Rimshee. It's like, yeah, things fucked up on this show, but it was us fucking them, not the stream itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm the fuck.
On this, we can agree.
Thanks.
No
Glad you have so
comment.
much for-
Not that Rimshee's much better.
Hey, I have a life. I have a job. I have a wife.
See? That's your problem.
Hawkins cheesies. What are those?
Canuck, what the fuck are you talking about?
We all have our problems with Twitch, dude.
Yeah. Last week was just a particularly. Who the fuck is setting off fireworks?
What?
Fucking white trash neighbors strike again.
So you were talking
Oh
about me.
no! White trash neighbors. What the hell are Hawkins cheesies?
I have no idea what.
Is that a Canadian thing?
Sounds like it. Dina seems to know what they are.
She's not from Canuckistan. Yeah, Kimmy, right on par with us. Is that a Canadian thing? It's Canadian Cheetos. That's such a better name than Cheetos, though. Hawkins cheesies. Put
Yeah.
Stephen Hawking in a chair on the bag, and I'm sold.
Do they apologize for making your fingers cheese dusty?
Oh, trust me, Mickey. Like, apartment complexes may be bad, but there is nothing like living in a trailer. And keeping a running bed of whose house is.
We're not paying attention to you, Dina.
I have not had a steak and cheese pie. I think I would.
Maybe.
What is a steak and cheese pie?
It depends on the cheese, really.
Good, like provolone, maybe.
A nice aged cheddar.
Ooh, sharp or mild?
I prefer sharp.
Good choice. I had a grilled cheese sandwich with bacon today. Well, that was made with sharp cheddar and mozzarella mixed together.
Yeah, Kimmy, it may sound self-explanatory, but I live in California. All three of those words have different meanings. Like six of them.
Croutons are the most carbs he's allowed to have. And the most protein comes from soy milk.
Full of shit, Jables. I would sooner eat a person than go vegan.
I know, it comes with crayons.
Although, to be fair, eating vegan is probably healthier than people. They're not very nutritious.
Healthier than what?
What?
Eating vegan is probably healthier than what?
Eating people.
Depends on the people. Eating vegan is probably healthier than eating vegans.
Vegans are going to be the most nutritious humans because they're all grass.
Not necessarily. A lot of them eat a lot of bread.
Mm.
And a lot of
They're
them
not.
don't focus on their nutrient intakes.
They're not grass fed. They're grass smoked.
Yeah.
It's all herbal, man.
Oh my god, so many people are just walking edibles. Get it now.
Oh my god. Oh, that sounds so amazing.
What, a
Yeah.
Philly cheesesteak sandwich?
No, I found a recipe online because I was curious about what Kimmy was talking about.
That's
It's like
only
a
partially
recipe
true,
for
Kimmy.
it's a recipe for a steak, cheese, and mushroom pot pie. Oh my, it's amazing.
What kind of cheese?
Um, it just says sliced cheese, so I guess you could pick whatever you wanted for it.
Oh, you know what might be good for that?
Not vegan.
Nah, pepper jack or Combi jack.
Monterey Jack is like my favorite, just like eating cheese. Like if I'm like putting it on like crackers or something. Love Monterey Jack cheese.
Mine's Colby jack.
Yeah, Colby's a nice mild cheese. It's basically cheddar that hasn't gone through the cheddaring process.
I guess. Could say that. I like it because it's safe.
Both cheeses are American in origin.
Mm. Pepper jack's my second favorite for munching on.
I find that I'm a fan of orange rind mustard.
Good call.
Good cheese for sandwiches. Havarti is a nice cheese too if you're sick of provolone.
I haven't had a Havarti.
It's got a nice
I've
light
only,
buttery flavor to it.
I've only had what I was able to steal when I was working at Walmart.
Hmm.
Yeah, which
I'm
is a
not.
lot of good cheeses.
I'm not a fan of pepper jack, but no, I'm just not a fan.
I remember I don't think they make it anymore, but like Kraft for a while had like a pepper jack cheese that they sold that had like little pieces of habanero in it. That was
Mm. Yeah, I remember that shit. That was dope.
such a
Jalapeno
good
cheese
flavor
spread, motherfucker.
because the habaneros gave the cheese a nice, like, a citrusy note. Nice.
Oh, dude, Keebler sells these excellent, like the cheese and cracker snacks.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just buy that are like individually packaged and whatnot. Keebler makes a pepper jack cheese with buttery crackers one. Fucking, it's the best.
Yeah, I guess they have a pepper jack Cheez-Its now too. Saw it at the Walmart recently.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
have
Pepper
nothing to
jack
say
cheese
about
like
this.
rose in popularity for a year or two, and then
Oh,
it died
Swiss
out, and
and
then I've
Parmesan.
seen it in a lot
Fuck
of places.
yes. Crab. Fuck yeah.
Never mixed Swiss and Parmesan.
It's pretty good.
Swiss and
Yeah,
yeah,
that sounds like two cheeses that would pair well.
yeah. Well, they're white cheeses. White cheeses born with white
Swiss and
cheeses,
Parmesan,
and
Swiss and provolone and Parmesan. Both are pretty good, but Swiss and
yeah.
provolone are pretty much the same tasting. I mean, there's definitely different notes, but they.
I would definitely
Swiss
go pro.
is Swiss is a bit sweeter and has a slightly more nutty flavor than provolone.
Yeah.
I could see how that could pair well with like the really like robust sort of savory flavor of Parmesan.
Yeah, but I can't eat Swiss cheese because I can't let something that holy be inside of me.
Don't add that to your standard.
Damn.
Why is he on the show again?
I don't know. You tell me.
Because I started it. I own the
Yeah.
business license.
Yeah, well, there have been plenty of companies whose creators had the company bought out from under them. God damn it,
my
Mickey!
asking price
We
right
just
now
want to be
is way.
inside of you, Jables. So says
Huh?
Mickey
Jables is
Ficky.
Jesus. But
Yeah.
Jables is Jesus.
Yeah, I'm Jables Christ. Haven't you guys seen my shit? Rimshee, quick, throw it up behind the window.
No, we're sticking with the ferret.
Dang it.
Although, you know, to be fair, you know, like Jesus did party with hookers, so he couldn't have been that.
Jesus hung
Yeah,
out with
I mean,
hookers.
yeah, yeah, partied with whores, not redid the floors. Jeez.
Although he probably could
He
do.
was so drunk
He
all the
was a
time that
party
when he shared his blood with his disciples, they got drunk.
Hey, you know what? There was a point in time where I could have done that.
Yeah, let's not read
Man,
Eddie was,
thank you, Jesus.
Eddie
God
was
damn
not very
it. Yeah, but
pleased
you
when
survived, motherfucker.
Huh?
I said that Eddie was not very pleased when I told him.
What about being able to get drunk off my blood?
Yeah, he was. He wasn't happy to hear how high your blood level
Yeah,
was
the
when you
fact
were
that you
through.
survived that is shocking.
Yeah, I was fine.
Like, what was that again?
462.
Yeah, that's usually considered fatal.
Yeah, probably.
5 and up is thing.
Hmm.
I say like past 0.5 is when you do the whole slip into a coma and thing. But yeah, Addie told me on the phone, I was like, yeah, it's probably a good thing I wasn't there because I'd probably torn that. It's like,
Worried about it.
Well, you're here. I got to hit on your
Yeah.
sister some. Um,
Actually, crap, that's exactly what happened. Much like in the movie Thank You for Smoking, when he got all the nicotine patches slapped on him, but because he smoked so much, he didn't die of a nicotine overdose.
a
Yeah.
non-frinker would not have survived.
I think you hit the wrong key there, crap.
Yeah.
I guess we're just gonna roll with it.
Fuck it,
Yep.
Gables, you're a frinker.
No, it is big
Trick.
committed to public memory, crab. You can't take it.
I am purely drinking kombucha right now, so
Oh man, I can't believe we actually have fans with this show, though. Like,
I know it's but
I believe we've been going for almost 45 minutes.
Rimshee, check out what Connect just sent me. It's in live show.
all right. Okay, hold on one second. I've got work
That's
to
what
do
I.
now.
Okay.
There.
Yeah. Rimshee, run a 1 minute ad.
1 minute ad. Oh yeah, I can do that.
Shit, we've got Step in the waiting room.
Yeah, we also have crab.
Well, it just started, so
Yes.
there we go. We can bullshit while the ad's going. I don't know that it would
Well,
really
the people
help
that are
us.
subbed can still hear, but I gotta pee.
Yep. We actually have an ad running.
This is like a first.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know what our first fucking ad is for 5 gum.
Our first ad is what?
For 5 gum. This is how it feels to chew 5.
It may have run out, Canuck, but who the f knows anymore? And the ad is done. Hello, is anyone else there?
I mean, I'm here.
Yeah. Okay, you're here.
Jable's fucked off somewhere.
Jables must be off doing something.
He went to shit in the hogs item. Don't worry, he'll be back. Hogs got shit too.
All right.
See?
Dead air. Dead
Yeah,
air.
not really. We're just waiting for you. Because you're slow. You pee slowly.
Got a big bladder. I've been drinking a lot of kombucha today.
Pull somebody in. They've got to be more interesting ones.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know, Scup, you still have the guest role. You can hop in whenever.
Oh, hey.
Howdy. How you guys doing?
Unlike Jables here, Scup at least has the decency not to just kick the door in and sit on your fucking couch.
I don't do that.
That you're aware of.
We called that a UTI, Jables.
It's only a UTI if it hurts.
If you can do that to your best friend, you must. That's trust right there. You can kick the door in.
Yeah.
I never hop into a chat without permission.
God damn it, Mickey.
The fact that you have the role means you have permission.
Yeah. Don't apologize.
Oh, I won't then.
If you can't give
Not you, Scup.
don't give the subs.
I don't care if you're just not gifting subs because you had a slightly bad day.
Don't apologize for not
do it.
gifting subs. You're doing good. You're doing as long as you're taking care of you. That's all we care about, Mickey.
You do not have to justify not throwing money at us, woman.
Yeah, but you do have to retweet my posts and announcements for the show.
Yeah. We
Don't
gotta
listen to
try
these guys,
and-
Mickey.
somehow.
Mickey, save your
Yeah.
money for the real show. Nick's show.
Oh,
Crap.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Doesn't matter. I'm on both. Fuck you guys.
yeah, it's our view numbers aren't that much. I mean, you
So
could
would this
change
guy
the-
get would this Jesus get shot in this scenario?
I have
I'm
no
guessing this is
idea what
Millennial.
to think about life. SHOT Show's been canceled.
Oh, what's been canceled?
SHOT Show. Not
Yeah.
that most people are gonna care, but SHOT Show's canceled. It's horrible
Oh,
or something.
Nick, we're not. We only have 45 minutes. I don't know if we should do that.
What the? Well, yeah, we've only got like
Spent enough
45
time.
minutes left.
9 hours of
Okay, maybe you guys can start that house tour. Nick can finish it when he goes live.
Hey,
Oh,
brainwash! Thank you.
Hey, Brandon,
tier 1.
oh, you fucking streak. Fuck you too, brainwash. Fuck you too. No, Mickey, you don't tag me. You retweet the show announcement. Yeah. So okay, so what
No,
Nick's
keep
talking
tagging him. That's
about-
even better. Just keep tagging him so he keeps yelling. It's wonderful.
I'm gonna. I don't understand how people are so technology inept in this day and age.
Well, you're in this
Yeah, man,
technology day and age. You should
you
know
would
things.
not believe how many people come into my store on a daily basis that don't know how their fucking dead.
God damn. No, it
I-
fucking annoys me. Like we do a lot of our work on tablets at my job.
Jables, you're racist against grandmas.
Yeah, I don't have any, so I can be.
No, blame religion. They're always driving the dog to the past.
I can't be racist against grandmas. I have a couple. I don't anymore, actually, and that's kind of sad. But
Yeah.
it is what it is. I just had the thought, I wonder if there are any people coming in to watch the stream because they see Jesus in the background, and they're thinking, oh, this must be a religious show.
Yeah. I'm talking about Andrew. Hey, Brainwash is going through a rough time, everybody. Do some scotch glasses in the chat.
Glasses!
Where do we have
Let's just go with a...
If you're a subscriber, you can put shot glasses, Brad.
I am a subscriber.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what that is?
Shot glasses.
Yeah,
it's
a
Scotch glass.
Oh, I thought it was a flag.
What?
Scotch
What?
glass to me.
How the fuck did you mistake that for a flag?
It doesn't look like a glass. It doesn't look like a drinking thing.
It's
glass.
See, okay, so
You know nothing about scotch.
It looks
yeah,
like,
when you start getting into nice scotches, you want to use a spherical ice ball.
You want to use something
I
that's
have
massive.
a Scotch glass. All right.
You want to
That's
use
not
something with a
glass.
lot of mass. And there you go. There's the original image, Crab. In
It's
live
an
show.
ice ball because it melts a lot slower, but still keeps things cool.
You know, unlike this
okay.
show.
It's the red. I guess the background there.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it is our.
This I guess it kind of looks like a snow globe actually in the Twitch icon.
You know what, Crab?
What?
No one asked you.
Well, maybe you should get a better designer.
Dina is absolutely correct. It's crab. Don't ask how or why.
And I got it right too. It's a glass with a big chunk of ice. Thank you.
Design better logos, bitch.
Dina, you may be doubting that anyone is thinking that, but you underestimate the power of stupid.
And you also don't see how entertaining it can be to keep Crab going down a nonsensical.
I'm all about the sets.
Oh, thank you for the for the.
His lack of understanding and lack of self-awareness is endlessly entertaining.
Oh shit! I can't think of the word. Thanks, Nick, for the tweet.
Dina, I'll say whatever I want. Fight me.
No one's gonna fight you. You're too weak. We don't want to break you.
Yeah, don't cash checks you can't cash.
He's really tempted me to fight him a lot.
Well, Washington is a mutual combat state, so
It is.
Man, we should make a fucking event out of it.
yeah. Let's make let's do let's do a Lesser Saints fight club in Washington.
Yeah. Let's do it.
You know, if I got a chance, he'd probably kick my ass. You'd all probably.
Once a
Does that
year,
mean that we can stand around in a circle and say his name was Robert Wilson?
But I would still have fun with it, even if I got my ass kicked.
Well, then don't go up against me.
I guess I just have no shame.
I'm pretty sure that Rimshee is the only one among us who's actually been trained to kill people.
Who's actually been what?
Trained to kill people.
Yeah, that's why I never pick a fight with Rimshee.
You know, killing animals and killing people is pretty similar.
Not really.
I know.
Yeah, only in the sense that people are animals. Even stretch.
Hey, you chop off a head, you chop off a head.
What heads have you chopped off, Tables?
I chopped off
Which
that one,
head?
that one over there.
Like what animals?
Yeah, we'll go with
the one-
animals.
Yeah.
Hey, Scup, Mickey wants to know how you doing today, Teddy Bear.
Said I'm tired.
Ooh. I said
Oh.
I'm tired. Which I am.
Now, I bet you all are wondering,
No.
why haven't we covered articles yet? And that's because we don't.
Yeah, pretty much.
As much of a mess as this is, we kind of prefer this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the most interesting thing that I found recently was this article on a physicist circumventing a centuries-old theory in order to be able to cancel magnetic fields. But I haven't read it yet, and it sounds very dull.
It's probably a really long technical article with lots of big words that Rimshee can properly pronounce.
Ones that I can pronounce but not understand, so I just keep reading and just don't absorb anything.
Yeah, so Jables can pronounce them, but can't understand them. I can't pronounce them, but I can understand them.
What about the one I sent you guys? About that potential.
I'm just going to sit in the corner being miserable.
Which one? New
about
suggestions.
Elon Musk, SpaceX, and Mars making its own laws.
Why the hell would you dress a chicken as a spider?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. I could see spider chicken. Spider chicken.
I don't want to see spider chickens.
Would you eat a spider chicken?
If you're seeing spider chickens, then you should probably get some.
Would you eat a spider chicken?
Did you know that the average spider chicken today contains mercury than a rectal thermometer?
All I heard was, did you know spider chicken garble rectal thermometer?
It's an interesting point you bring up, dude.
No, Nick, a spider chicken. No, a crab is a spider fish. Spider chicken's a different
thing. Did you
thing.
post that dead wolf?
Is it chicken fried spider? That's my only contribution to this.
I do like that.
Is what an American thing?
Yeah, you're gonna have to be more specific, Kimmy.
You have to remember there's a delay. We don't know exactly what you're referencing. No,
Good
it's
set,
some
Sal.
random
No,
shit that's been spouting out in our mouths for the past 6 hours,
Mickey
apparently.
said that she had a video of a chicken dressed as a spider. And that
I'm
is
pretty sure. Oh, spider chickens?
Yeah, it's in general chat in the Discord.
Apparently, Kimmy only knows about hobbits. Kimmy, do you know about black hobbits?
You should also know about orcs.
Hmm.
Oh, I hate those orcs. Those fucking apes.
about the dwarves.
All
Should
right.
Night.
Dwarves are really hard workers, you know.
Works died out because of COVID.
Yeah, they're good actors too.
Spider Pig sounds like it might be an American thing. That would have to be one big meaty spider, though.
Spider Pig is an American thing. Haven't you seen The Simpsons?
Yeah, the Simpsons movie.
Oh no, I know
Spider
exactly
Pig.
what you. I know exactly what the reference is, but I'm talking as an actual food source.
That would be very interesting.
I mean, could you imagine a pig with 8 legs? Ham.
Lots of pork chops.
Very little bone to deal with,
I like
given
it.
exoskeleton.
Could you imagine accidentally falling into a pig pen with a cut on you that's full of spider pigs? Terrifying.
Eaten alive.
Yeah, but it's extra terrifying because of the legs.
Brawly legs.
Yeah, anything with more than 6 legs creep me out.
Oh yeah, tomorrow's Halloween. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
It is.
Speaking of which, tomorrow in the Laughing Scoundrel Discord, there will be a movie marathon going on where we will watch such classics as Cabin in the Woods, Troll 2, Menace, Hands of Fate.
Oh God, that one.
Interesting little tidbit. I guess, like, I heard it on the radio this morning. I guess that tomorrow night will be the first time since 1944 that there will be a full moon on Halloween.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
what I heard too. It's also the first time. It's also like the first time in like 7 years or 6 years or something like that that Halloween's been on a Saturday.
It also lands on daylight savings, so we get an extra hour. This was the perfect fucking year for Halloween. Fuck you, COVID.
Yep.
We can say that.
Fucking ruined.
Of COVID.
Yeah.
Blame the 2020.
Dude,
No,
I was saying fuck China ever since the inception of this show, basically.
No, like all the major this year, all the major holidays were landing on weekends, and especially Halloween. Halloween's full moon, daylight savings time, Saturday. Fucking perfect night for Halloween. But
Prove it, Kimmy. We want pictures in the Discord. Prove it.
I'm gonna have to sit in my apartment alone, dressed up as a banana, instead of going out and doing the cocaine off people's titties. Get dressed as pirates and hanging out with a bunch of people.
I mean, you could still go out. You just don't need a costume. People will be scared of you already, just because of the COVID.
I have class tomorrow.
I have to work tomorrow.
Oh, I've decided not to do overtime at this job I'm at anymore. Like, I'm just no. I'm not for it.
All right,
Not at this job site
Mickey.
specifically.
Mickey, Birdemic. There's a suggestion for a horror movie for you.
Birdemic. Watch the birds.
No.
I concur.
Watch
No,
Hubby
watch the Birds
Halloween.
first.
Actually, no. I got a better suggestion. Like, watch the fucking Burbs.
Oh yeah, the Burbs.
Talking about Suburbia
Watch
No,
watch
not
the
fucking
original.
Suburb.
with
No, the Burbs with Tom Hanks.
To anyone in the chat who has not seen that movie, correct that.
Yeah. Also, watch one of the original suspense films. Wait Until Dark.
Mm.
It's in black and white, and it's kind of slow, but it's actually a pretty good movie. What else? What are some other good ones?
the original Night of the Dead. Oh no, Night of the Living Dead.
My favorite is The Tripper.
Mm.
Have you ever seen it?
The Tripper, no.
I think so.
A bunch of kids go to not like kids, young adults go to a music festival.
Hi, Kimmy.
While they're doing drugs and shit, this guy in a Ronald Reagan mask comes around and starts killing people with an axe. And yeah,
A Ronald Reagan mask.
yeah, hates hippies.
That makes the title make more sense.
Yep. Doesn't just kill him with the mask. There's a dude that gets caught in a animal trap, quote unquote. And
Doesn't just kill him from mask. Nice.
axe. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Dead Wolf, we draw a line between horror and psychological.
I haven't seen Spy Kids 4. It's the only one I haven't seen.
You didn't miss anything.
Yeah. When they start switching casts on kids movie series, that's when I just stop. Because it means that one's not going to be any good. If you can't afford original casting, then go fuck yourself.
Well, if the actors get tired of the series.
Yeah. Still, that means their heart isn't into it. They're just trying to make money.
I agree.
If you have a good enough script, they'll be into it. Oh yeah, do the Purge series. Fuck yeah. No, wait. Start with Purge election year.
Oh, did they pull a Star Wars?
You're probably hearing things, Scup.
Yeah, I don't know. I normally don't have auditory hallucinations.
Normally.
Or normally.
I don't normally have ocular migraines, but it happened.
You still in your microscope? You're probably hearing just crazy people outside.
I think that's what it is.
Probably some crack addict.
That's fair, Canuck. Yeah. Mickey, just watch all of the Purge movies. Most of them kind of suck. Watch them. Watch a different movie in between each one. I'll put it that way, because they're mostly pretty the same.
Yeah.
It's like watching the what's that movie about escaping death? That whole series.
Final
Oh,
Destination.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like Final Destination type shit. Well, it's not, but it's like how the theme, and it's pretty much the same one.
I kind of love an aspect of the Final Destination. That basically every one of these movies is God is a dick that hates you.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. It's an excellent premise, and I'll watch all of them.
But you know, like, think about it, it's like literally like these people get a premonition about exactly what's getting ready to happen to them, and then when they do the logical thing and avoid the situation, they get punished with even more horrific deaths.
Yeah. More people die because they were like, hey, that's not cool. Then they're like, oh shit, everybody's dying now.
Which raises the question, like, why'd they get the premonition in the first place?
Well, because the final destination will end with just a massive asteroid hitting. It's Final Destination 22.
Now, Mickey, the Paranormal Activities series, like it started strong, but them later movies.
Gradually, it degraded every movie. I'd stick with 1 and 2, maybe go 3. 3 is if you hate children or you want to hate children.
Yeah, like the first one is solid. I like the first.
Yeah.
The first one actually.
I
Unfortunately,
feel like
our
most
film-
modern horror movies are kind of lazy.
Some
I mean,
Cabin in the
at least
Woods
with
is pretty
story.
good, but that's so kind of a parody.
Most modern, when I say lazy, I'm talking about in like, oh, we're gonna do the fear factor by it's all blood, it's all death, ooh, instead of like
Oh,
Yeah, that's why I
something
prefer the more psychological
truly
stuff.
getting at your mind.
if you want to see a really cool vampire movie, Daybreakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one where
That's the one in Alaska, right? Or Canada, or something like that.
What?
That's the one. Daybreakers. That's. Or no, wait. That's the one where everyone's a vampire, right?
Yeah, and they're running low on human blood supply.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
Yeah.
Defoe in that movie?
I don't know, but there are
Yeah,
plenty
he
of
is.
people who look like they could be.
Yeah, Willem Dafoe's in that movie. I'm not going to give away who he plays or like because he's pretty integral. Yeah, if you haven't seen Daybreakers, put that on your Halloween movie list for sure.
Yeah, that one's worth seeing. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then after that, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Oh god, I love that movie. It's so dumb.
That movie just looks dorky to me.
It is. It's so great. It's so dumb. It's great, man.
Well, I can get behind that concept.
Yeah, no, I figured that was 30 Days a Night, Dina. I realized that. That one's halfway decent. But it's at least creative in terms of what the premise is.
Another an older horror film, if people haven't seen it, you should watch Phantasm.
That sounds familiar.
Isn't that a video game?
Yeah, it's
No.
it's a movie with the tall man, the fucking metal ball that like drills into people's skulls and shit.
Nah, I don't think I've seen it. Probably.
I don't think I've heard of it.
I'll probably
should
like
watch
it
Phantasm.
on that description.
Phantasm.
I'm a big Hellraiser fan. Let me toss that out there, but I like it.
Yeah, like there's a lot of great horror films out there for this world.
Oh yeah, it's definitely underrated. It's an underrated genre, but like all the really good ones,
Daybreakers is $2 on Amazon.
All the really good ones tend to be independents.
Yeah, anymore anyway.
Yeah, I'm talking about since like the 90s.
Yeah.
And they're not like the low budget makes them not as good, but like the storyline will be legit sometimes. Unless you're watching Dick Shark or something.
Dick Shark!
Never seen Hellraiser, but I've heard it has a cult following.
It freaked you out, Dan? I mean, if so, it worked. Okay,
Yeah,
apparently Phantasm's a nope for Dina.
Hellraiser has a bit of a cult following. I know you've seen the guy around because he was part of the big like five of the 80s for horror movie villains.
Mm.
Is a Pinhead was the main guy from Hellraiser.
Yeah, I've seen that image.
Yeah. The main Cenobite everybody knows.
Hmm.
The Entity, that's a great flick. Really brutal though. Kind of a heavier horror film.
You know what? The original Evil Dead trilogy that should be on the list too.
Yeah, I was actually getting ready to ask, like, what were your guys' thoughts of the fucking remake?
I haven't seen the remake.
I have. It was.
I heard it was what Sam Raimi wanted to make in the first place, but without the campiness, I don't really have a desire to watch that storyline.
Yeah, it's taken more seriously, I guess.
Yeah. What about you, Rimshee? Any other movie suggestions?
I'm not huge on the horror. I kind of just feel like a lot of them are lazy these days, so
I've always
I
liked
tend to not watch them.
adventure.
That's fair, but let's get away from horror, just Halloween themed. Because I mean, that's what Daybreak is. It's not a horror movie.
Yeah.
It's just has answers.
John Carpenter's Apocalypse trilogy.
My favorite thriller might be that one with God damn it, I'm blanking on the name. Where they kill each other and then bring each other back to see what what death is like.
Oh, that was a good movie. What the hell was that called? It wasn't Flatliners, was it?
Joel Schumacher directed it.
It wasn't Flatliners, was it?
Flatliners, yeah, Flatliners. That's it. Yeah. That movie legitimately scared me, even though it wasn't really a horror. It was thrilling.
Well, sometimes those are the scariest ones.
No, but it was the potential that really scared me.
Yeah,
I really like the concept.
Beetlejuice is a great fucking flick. Love that movie.
Yeah. Halloween movies, you gotta watch The Addams Family. Both 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
And they remade Flatliners too.
Frankenweenie. Frankenweenie's not a bad one to watch. It's not really Halloween, but fuck it, it's close enough.
Monster House is a decent little flick. Yeah, kids. Sorry.
No, trying to think of other movies.
I'm kind of surprised that Beetlejuice hasn't been remade yet.
Well, no, it hasn't been remade. There was a kids' television series.
Yeah, it's probably best that Beetlejuice doesn't get remade.
Yeah.
We don't want it to end up as another oh fuck, what's it called? We don't want it to end up as another Ghostbusters.
Or
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Damn it. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That movie was ass.
Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah, it was the original
Great.
one. Willy
Yeah.
Wonka was cool, but Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, like Johnny Depp, no thank you.
Yeah, no, he didn't. Well, I mean, if you look at those
They
two
fucked up the
movies,
Oompa Loompas.
they're Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and then the other one is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So if you take that as the main character is more of the perspective we're looking at, the first one is from the whimsical mind of Willy Wonka, and it explains why Charlie is the one who does the bad thing, whereas Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, it's Charlie's the good kid of all time. He never does anything wrong. And Willy Wonka needs to learn lessons.
I mean, like, I will give Johnny Depp credit that he didn't try to be Gene Wilder. It just wasn't a compelling performance.
Yeah,
It
he
was
could have
so fucking boring.
It's Johnny Depp. He could have done a much better performance there, but I think it was just not. It was poor direction.
All right, since we're on the
Like,
topic of Halloween movies and Johnny Depp, what about Secret Window?
Well, not terrible.
What was that one fucking thriller movie? Like
I enjoyed the
where
dark ending in that one.
he goes to like space and he comes back, but it's not him. The Astronaut's Wife, I think it's called. That was a weird movie.
I think you're mixing up the time traveler's wife and something else.
Hmm.
still a weird movie.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp and Charlize Theron. Yep.
Yeah, Secret Window's pretty good. Ninth Gate.
Yeah,
Pretty-
The Astronaut's Wife. It was
Wow.
Johnny Depp and Charlize Theron.
Yeah, people are annoyed that they used a computer to copy paste what's his face as the Oompa Loompa.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
I
the
get it.
song sucked.
Yeah, the songs
Devil's
just
Advocate
weren't up to
freaked me
par. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you need to go back to the Oompa Loompa bullshit of the Willy Wonka movie, but
Hey, that's wholesome.
But it fit with the movie.
yeah, it fit with the movie.
Yeah.
You gotta fit the songs with the movie, and in this case, they went with pop culture rips. Like,
Yeah,
it's gonna be death metal, or no, it's gonna be rock for Tommy TV or what the fuck his name is. It's gonna be like a pop solo thing for the other one. It,
The other thing is like all the Oompa Loompas in the original look similar, but they were still clearly individuals amongst the group.
Yeah.
yeah, they had the
each
same
their own
skin color.
personality, too.
They had the same skin color and they had the same hair.
But
They had
were
different features.
They had different features. They had different movements. They didn't talk or anything, so you didn't get to know much. But like the little you did see of them, they each had their own personalities.
Yeah.
You know, whereas in the new movie, it's like fucking. Not only does Willy Wonka do fucking candy, but apparently he's into fucking genetic cloning experiments.
Yeah.
Well, okay, you know what? Remember how I said that Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory was from Willy Wonka's perspective and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is from Charlie's perspective? Well, if you think about it that way, then maybe the original one they look similar, but you can see the differences because it's from Willy Wonka's perspective. He works with these fucks. He understands the differences between them. He knows them as individuals, whereas Charlie comes in and they all look the exact same. I don't know the difference between one and the other.
So okay, but you can do that with other movies. For example, what was the name of the Batman movie where George Clooney was Batman?
Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin.
Yeah. Okay, so Batman and Robin, if you look at that from the perspective of George Clooney was just friends with Bruce Wayne, and Bruce Wayne was out of town, and George Clooney stumbled across the Batcave and took over for a week. Fucking hilarious movie. It's great. Makes the movie a lot better.
Yeah,
Like, I'm just content to be like that. Clooney was fine in the Bruce Wayne perspective because he's George fucking Clooney.
But
It's
it's
when
not.
it came with the bat suit where it's just like,
It's not just from the perspective, though, either, Jables, because it's literally differently titled. One is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and the other one is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And it does seem to favor the one in the name.
Yeah. Okay, so well, and definitely like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was Tim Burton, so he would be that deep about it because he's kind of fucking sanctimonious and a bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, the original book was called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, the original book was Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is a fantastic movie. I don't think anyone here is going to argue with that. Gene Wilder is Willy Wonka. Period. I don't care who you think you are. You're not going to be better than Gene Wilder.
Whimsical sociopath. It was his best. It's one of his best.
Yeah, like whenever the kids are fucking around, and he's just like, "No, stop, please."
Yeah, like
yeah, that combination of whimsy and horror makes it more of an adult movie than a kids movie, whereas the new Willy Wonka is just a kids movie.
Yeah, yeah. Well, for
because everyone walks out.
Gene Wilder's stipulation for playing Willy Wonka was that opening scene when you first see Willy Wonka. He came up with that, and that was his stipulation for being in the movie. And when they asked him why, he was just like, "Because they won't know if I'm lying or telling the truth from that point forward." So
yeah, that's another thing that like I kind of like better about the original one as opposed to like Tim Burton movie. It's like at the end of the Tim Burton movie, we see all the other kids. In Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, we have no idea what happens.
yeah.
We never see them again.
Yep.
Yep.
As far as we know, in reality, at the end of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, they died blowing through the roof, and the rest is just Charlie's imagination.
Those last few seconds of life while the brain randomly fires.
Yeah.
Well, that's when you say, "Hey, it's just a movie. Let's pretend it's a happy ending."
That brings us to the sequel that no one has ever made and no one wants to talk about. Because the book has a sequel.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator.
Yeah.
That's never been adapted, though. It's like nobody wants to talk about it either.
Well, wasn't it semi-incorporated into Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Just that's such a god-awful film that they they cobbled together every square section and just kind of destroyed everything.
Let's not forget that glass elevator in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is fucking garbage.
Yeah. It's taken way too literal.
Yeah.
Like, they could have done a much better job. In theory, they could have done a much better job with the glass elevator in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, but at least that one makes sense.
Except for when they go through the ceiling and you're like, "Hey, what's
I'm saying visually. At least it makes sense to what would be reasonable at the time. A glass elevator was not an elevator made entirely of glass. It was an elevator that that was mostly see-through over a scene, or whatever the case may be. Like in a mall. A glass elevator would let you see down onto the floor where everyone's shopping and wandering around and trying to hop onto Santa's lap while the mamas just wink at Santa. Wink, wink.
And the new ones were like a sci-fi hovercraft.
Honestly, if you think too much about
course,
Willy
there is-
Wonka in the Chocolate Factory and Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, you can make yourself go insane.
There is one scene straight from
That's
Charlie and the
like
Chocolate Factory.
That's like the whole Jar Jar's a Sith Lord rabbit hole that I went down.
There was that scene where in the new one, what's the TV kid? He goes off on Willy Wonka by saying like, don't you realize what you've created? You've created a teleporter, but you only use it for chocolate. Like that's the one logical thing about the movie I actually enjoyed.
It's the only logical thing about that movie.
Yeah, that's why I like it because it makes you think like, hey, yeah, he's a genius, but he uses it for all the wrong reasons.
Well, I mean, the other factor is that that's the only character that supposedly sees this stuff, and everyone else is just ignorant enough not to realize it. Oh, apparently.
Yeah. See, Canucks on my level. Yes, Mickey, because he is a Sith. That's why he ushered in the dictatorship of the Sith. Because
I fucking hate it.
Let's not go into this. We've got minutes left.
we got like 5 more.
Yeah, it depends how many actually hops on.
He said 5 minutes, like tops.
The Disney Star Wars anymore.
Oh, okay, cool.
They did not happen. Disney never made Star Wars. They never bought Star Wars.
Yeah, in a perfect world.
In a perfect world, we would not have had the mistakes that were Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah. Or live action Aladdin.
Live action any Disney.
Honestly, live action Aladdin could have been a lot better if if instead of making Will Smith try and be Robin Williams, they just let Will Smith be Will Smith as the genie.
Yeah, that's fine.
Not saying it would be good at that point, but it would be better.
Yeah. Well, Will Smith is a funny guy anyways. He's not Robin Williams, but...
No, he's a different kind of funny, though.
Yeah. Have him go all French... Sorry. Go all Fresh Prince on his take of the genie. Would have been great.
Yeah.
In West Arabia, born and raised.
Yeah, he I want to hear a Will Smith genie adaptation of that. West Saudi Arabia, born
In the Sandlot, where I spent most of my days.
in the lamps where I spent most of my day. I don't know. That could be pretty good. I would want to see Will Smith come up with that. But like, if they had let him just do his thing, because it's mostly him trying to be Robin Williams that really destroys things.
It's not cool. Listen, jihadis make some trouble in my neighborhood. Oh, jeez.
And this is why we're never going to make it in the big time.
Oh, no.
No, we're not going to make it into the big time because we're not that interesting. We have fans! I don't know how!
It's magic. You better I'm still blown away by that.
Yeah, no, seriously, that is shocking. Not something I would have ever expected.
Yeah.
A fan. This show has a fan. Outside of the group of people who have spent a lot of time on the Discord, and we've met through the Discord. What the hell? Or people we know in real life, like Skup.
See, there is still hope in the world.
Doubt it.
No, there isn't. They like this show. No, that's you like what you like, man. We're just self-deprecating.
Clearly, you have no standards, but that's
Night Skull.
let's go.
Dream
Feel
good
bad.
Hope,
dreams.
Skull. There's always hope, Skull.
There's always hope. And dawn, the soap, not the time of day.
Yeah, sleep through that. 'Cause that part of the day kind of sucks sometimes, especially this time of year.
Yeah, I have to wake up before it every day.
Nice.
I'm just waiting for shit to get really bad again. I don't like that.
I, with my current work schedule, I am going to be waking up for dawn and getting off work after the sun goes down. Just as
Is did Dead Wolf find us via the Discord, or did he just randomly show up one day?
Dead Wolf knows us from the other shows.
That's right. That's true.
Dead
Wolf,
Wolf's
there's a
been around
Discord.
since the old
What-
days.
We're gonna go ahead and do this little bullshit.
What are we doing?
Post in the Discord link. Click it.
Right?
Join it.
Wolf,
Love it.
yeah, Dead Wolf's in our Discord.
I know.
Oh, but everybody else that's watching, go fuck yourselves until you join the fucking Discord. Links in the chat.
I have lost so
Join
much
Discord,
track of
and we
time.
can all fuck each other in a big, massive orgy.
No.
No.
Do you know what I just realized? Larry's not here.
No! Larry! Watch Larry
Shit, I
just
thought
randomly
I'd-
start posting now.
I thought I was missing getting yelled at for not having a Streamlabs.
Like, we said as soon as we hit monetization, we'd do that, and we still haven't.
Kind of doing it because he kept bringing it up. I honestly think I set it up, but like never figured out how to use it because I probably set it up while drunk.
Yeah, I think you did when we were setting up all those different channels on the different platforms.
Yeah, because I noticed a recurring charge in my PayPal. I was like, recurring charge to Streamlabs? What the fuck? I either paid for Streamlabs Premium or I don't fuck.
Streamlabs has a premium?
Yeah, it's for like streaming and whatnot. And things
Why
like
the
that.
hell would... We don't make enough.
Yeah, it's like $5 a month.
Yeah, we don't make enough.
Yeah.
Probably for if you want to go like really pro.
All the Discords, Kimmy.
Yes, all of them. Alright. Nick just started. He's got a show. We'll start temporarily thing up right now.
Yeah, I gotta wait
Yeah.
for... I gotta wait a second. Hold on.
Yeah,
I gotta
that's
actually
fine.
pull up the Laughing Scoundrel for the raid, so it takes longer than your outro for me to get that set up.
Oh, it's not going to take that much longer than my outro. Follow me on Twitter at Jables Boogly. Follow Rimshee at Rimshee1. Sir is watching. I'm not even sure is on Twitter.
I'm not, so don't look.
Yeah. Don't follow Sir is watching.
No,
Adam
no,
has a
do
friend
look.
on-
He's lying. He's lying. He has a Twitter. Go look
Adam
for
has
it.
a friend on Discord.
Don't bother
Join
me on Discord.
Give us news suggestions. I'm still looking for bingo suggestions. I want to do the bingo card, but you guys are giving me shit to work with. Add to the background suggestions in the Discord. Interact there so I can actually justify hanging out in there sometimes.
We're ready.
Yeah, other than that, have fun with the Laughing Scoundrel podcast. Talk to you guys later.
Later. Rating now. Have a good night, everyone.